following CannabisRadio.com program contains explicit language and content that can be considered graphic and offensive. This program is not suitable for all audiences, and the opinions expressed do not reflect those of CannabisRadio.com, its staff, management, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
The Stoner Jesus Show podcast, recorded live from the Stoner Jesus Studio Complex in Stoner Heaven. My name is St. Peter. And now for the host of the show, the savior of the weed, Stoner Jesus.
Yeah. What up, hoes? Stoner Jesus Show podcast, recorded live on October 28th, 2015. Welcome to everyone listening live and on the podcast. Big night as usual. I'm broadcasting from the Stoner Jesus Studio Complex in Stoner Heaven. As you heard from my formidable announcer and sidekick, St. Peter, being here in a minute for something very important. Broadcasting live right now on Cannabis Radio on Spreaker. Welcome to those of you who've been listening to Cannabis Radio on Spreaker all day. Our homie, our compadre, Russ Belleville's been out there in Arizona getting the interviews, talking to the people, pressing the flesh, things of that nature. Had a lot of great interviews today. Very insightful things with very important people who are doing great, making great advancements in all kinds of realms and industries, and just spreading the truth of cannabis and all that stuff. Here I am to close out the night, some tomfoolery, some shenanigans, if you will. That's what I do. If you've never heard the show before, let me break it down for you. I keep it real. I keep it 100, as the kids say. That's what I do. I may make a your mom joke. You never know. Otherwise, well, really, when it comes down to it, there's no way to describe this show. Just listen. That's all you gotta fucking do. That's right. It's another thing. I sometimes I berate my audience. Many curse words. I also use a despicable amount of 90s slang. I try to use big words to make myself feel better. There you go. I can describe this show. I'm on Twitter as StonerJesus420. Tweet me a link to the show whenever, wherever, and however you're listening, you will get a retweet. We're up over 137,000 followers on Twitter. Can you believe that shit? What the fuck are people thinking? Following me. Do you see this shit I put up there? Come on. VDJ Sexy Hippie has joined us in the Spreaker chat area. Her segments every Friday night. Sex, toys, and stories from the road with VDJ Sexy Hippie. There's a page for that on StonerJesus.net. Find out how to contact her with topics and questions and so on and so forth and whatnot. If you're on Facebook, search Disciples of Stoner Jesus on Facebook. Join our group for the show. Post things. Whatever you want, man. Whatever you want. I always say, it's kind of a joking way that you can tell me how awesome I am, but nobody ever does that, so fuck it. Not bitter or anything. But fuck it. If you want to interact with the show through email, stonerjesus420 at gmail.com. Got a couple big giveaways going on. The Hot Box with Us giveaway ends in a couple days. October 30th to be exact. Go to my Twitter, StonerJesus420. Go find those pictures. The Hot Box with Us pictures. Do what it tells you to do. Fucking retweet it and follow us and all that shit. And use the hashtag. You have a chance of winning a Hot Box. Of course, the Quick Shot, the Fleshlight Quick Shot giveaway. There's a page for that on StonerJesus.net. That ends November 6th. So you want to get on that. If you're masturbating and you just want to, you're like, my hand is fucking boring. I'm tired of my hand. It's been my fucking hand my whole goddamn life. That's enough already with the fucking hand. Get you a Quick Shot. Bam. And as the name implies, it's Quick Shot. For quick shots. I don't know how I can be any clearer about this shit. VDJ Sex Baby says, going to revisit the Pussy Licking Guide this Friday. Indeed. It's very important. It's very important shit. Right off the top of your head, you're listening to the show right now. What's more important than being able to please your woman if you have a woman? What's more important than that? I don't know. If she's not pleased, won't she make her life a living hell? Of course she will. Shut her up, eat her pussy. Say, shut up, I'm going to eat your pussy. Shut up. You want to say anything, say, oh God, or something of that sort. That's it. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. Speaking of pussies, I'll travel north a little bit. It is Check Your Titties month still. There's still time for you to call in with your self-titty check. It's very important. Spreading awareness about Check Your Titties month. Call it Breast Cancer Awareness month, but that's fucking Squaresville, man. That's Squaresville. We refer to it, of course, as Check Your Titties month. It's very important if you want to do on-air titty check, like Ava Doll did for us. Ava Doll XXX. That podcast, along with all the other podcasts, is up on StonerJesus.net. Podcasts, of course, are also up on Stitcher and CannabisRadio.com. We're waiting word on some other platforms for the show that will be blowed up, son. Again, as the kids say, blowed up. On all the shit will be the shiz. We'll be starting from the bottom, and then we will go like higher than that. Whatever the fucking song is, I don't know. Anyway, this is a Stoner Jesus Show podcast. God, I call for like 10 minutes. I tell them to get St. Peter here. 10 fucking minutes ago. It's very important. Haunted House update. I got some shit to say to him. If you've been listening to the last few podcasts, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, while we wait that, CannabisRadio.com. Of course, we're broadcasting live right now on Cannabis Radio on Spreaker. You can also find our podcast on CannabisRadio.com. A lot of great podcasts up there. As I mentioned, Russ Belville, now part of CannabisRadio.com. There's also Dr. Dina and Vivian McPeak and Dr. Mitch Earlywine and Kyle Cushman and many great shows talking to, as I said, like Russ did today, talking to great people about shit that's going on in the world of cannabis. My show, again, is a compliment to those shows. Mine's more of a variety, weird fucking thing. Whatever I said before. I said something witty about 5 minutes ago about what the show is. Just rewind and listen to that again. Can't be doing this shit all night. The gold doesn't always come. Antichrist update tonight. Also a Stern Jesus Show fantasy football update. And what the fuck is this? St. Peter's list of things to do while sitting home in the dark on Halloween, pretending not to be home so you don't have to give the kids any candy. Is that serious? Is that a serious thing? It's like a 40-word title for a fucking segment. I'm not fucking Dennis Miller, son. It's not my thing. Where the fuck is Peter? This is pissing me off. Son of a bitch. We also have our awesome sponsors, of course, on SternJesus.net and CannabisRadio.com. Here he comes. He's getting in there. Would you just sit the fuck down? I'm really annoyed. Let me find some music. I'll get away from the Halloween music, going for something more creepy. More creepy. Let's see what this is. This could be your interest music all the time, Peter. This is very you. This is the you of music.
I don't know what that means, Jesus.
Don't worry about it, ma'am.
Okay.
Anyway, I got some fucking problems with you, motherfucker.
What, Jesus?
Shit, I don't like this song. It's no longer the you. Well, I guess I don't like it just like I don't like you, so it is the you of music.
I still don't get that joke, Jesus.
It doesn't fucking matter. The point is, people have been listening to the last few podcasts. They know it's up. First of all, you and the intern are pinching my fucking stash. Then we got the Stoner Jesus Haunted House down here. I understand you put it all together, and it was your idea to have the gay Halloween haunted house, and it's doing very well. But I have fucking video evidence, we talked about the last show, of you skimming off the top from the fucking gate, man. From the intake, from the receipts, from the recips. You know what I'm saying?
I vaguely remember something like that, Jesus. Yeah, it probably happened. So what?
What the fuck you mean, so what?
I mean, so what? So fucking what? What the fuck are you gonna do?
Glad you asked. It's almost as if we planned this and rehearsed it. If we ever did that sort of thing. Which we never have. However fucking long I've been doing this show. 6 years? I don't know. Anyway. I did think of a punishment for you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of anything more fitting. The greatest punishment ever. The punishment of biblical proportions, as it were. Crucifixion.
What's that now?
Crucifixion, motherfucker.
That doesn't sound good, Jesus.
Damn right. It sounds really fucking painful, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, turns out we can't do that. Talked to a lot of legal people. And, can't nail you to a cross. As much as I want to, you know, there's like OSHA regulations, and then there'll be like workers' compensation claims. And even though you're not paid by us, you are contractually obligated to us in such an employee type capacity because of the infomercials and so on.
I really understand most of what you just fucking said, Jesus. What are you gonna do with me?
It turns out I can't actually nail you to a cross. So